Yeah, so I read something recently that said that there's enough ice underneath the surface of Mars. If it was to melt, that there would be 1.5 meters of water covering the whole planet. Waterworld. Just a fuck off Aqua splash.
This is so exciting.
Is it? Welcome.
Thank you. Do I get an introduction?
Yes, this is my very good friend, Aisha.
Not your best friend.
That's
awkward. That's very awkward.
I don't really do introductions on the podcast. What I usually do is just
go straight into it.
Yeah. I find, like, you know, when they do like a countdown, I find that really unprofessional. It's like if you're counting down, I'm already listening, you know. Yeah. You've already started recording. I don't need to hear it. Do you know what I mean? So
you could like introduce the person being like, yeah, so on the podcast today
yeah, but that's like, I don't run a radio station. Like, this is just like I want it to be kind of informal, but also...
Yeah, but then someone could be like halfway through and be like, who is this girl?
Like, we've been listening for an hour. Who is this?
I don't even know who she is.
I'm already in. Like, you've already got me through the door. I don't need you to, you know.
Oh, okay, the only one that I actually watch, they just reel off a load of bullshit about the person, like fake information.
Fake information. I was going to do that.
They're like, yeah, created the Hoover.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah.
Been to the moon.
Yeah, fair enough. I was going to do that with the first episode with Bill's. Be like Billy Ashworth, first of his name, Lord of Winterfell. Like, you know,
yeah,
like,
I think that makes it exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we do that? What would you like? What would you like as your fake information? Probably not a great start if I'm already asking what you'd like as your fake information. I
have no idea. We'll come back to that part.
Yeah. We'll come back to the introduction halfway through the show. Okay, fair enough. So we're going to be talking about jobs. We're also going to be talking about conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And me trying to describe movies to you that you may or may not have seen badly.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Sweet. So the first one I want to talk about is people in our generation kind of gain access to work or gain access to money. You know, I feel like, you know, we're not our typical 9-to-5ers.
No, definitely not.
Anymore. There's a line in a film which kind of, when I heard it, kind of made me think about this subject. Have you seen Social Network?
No.
About Facebook? No. And cut and finish. That is just like I'm gonna have to have a word off screen. No, but the line is somewhere along the line of you know, your generation, you'd rather create a job than get one.
Yeah, but I think that's good.
That is a good thing.
I think, like,
it's used as a negative in the film, and I'm like, okay, like, that's kind of all right, though.
Yeah, but then, like, as kids, we're always taught, like, use your imagination. I think, like, we're the first generation to actually do it.
Yeah, to kind of break out of that kind of box.
Of, like, having to, like, go work in an office, 9 to 5 every day.
I feel like
people doing it differently now.
Yeah, of course. My parents and other people of the, you know, similar generation have said, you know, they didn't have a kind of a choice back then.
No,
but now we have a lot more choices, especially with social media, which is, you know, kind of how a lot of people I know are kind of making headway.
I have a friend that sells bath bombs. But she's like balling, like she's going on like holidays and all that stuff from bath bombs.
Yeah. It's crazy. It could be anything. I mean, those type of like luxury products is like, I feel like that's the spear tip of like that kind of industry, isn't it? And it's like, it's not all women, but it's fucking boss ladies.
I think it is. It literally is. It's
no
all
man
women. Like,
is
women are like the new entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and I feel like for guys, it's like you're selling creatine or like protein powder, and that's it.
Or like doing gym workouts on YouTube.
Literally. You're not like, there's no guy selling bath bombs.
No, but then if a guy did, he might actually get somewhere.
I mean, I mean, you got to have a bit of a look. I'm not making, like, I'm not doing it.
Like, I don't just feel like Star Wars and Avengers.
No. So going back to that, I feel like if it was me on social media, maybe like Instagram and Facebook, I don't think I'd get many.
Yeah.
No, man.
I think it's just the way that you
present it, I guess.
And advertise it. It's all about attraction marketing.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's like the in thing now.
So what are you doing for yours? So day by day, when you wake up, what's your step by step? Don't give it away, obviously.
So like, this is gonna sound so like cliche, but I read this book called The Miracle Morning.
Go on.
Right, and it's 6 steps to do every morning.
Sweet.
Before you start your day.
Stretches and
so you get up like an hour earlier than you usually would. I know that's you already cut out because you're like that.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm gonna give these bath bombs back.
But you basically go through these 6 steps. So there's like silence. So you like sit in silence for 5 minutes.
I mean, I can do that.
Yeah, you do affirmations. So you like say what you want from your life. You like read it out to yourself.
Sweet.
Yeah, you do visualization. So you visualize what you want in life. I don't quite believe that part.
Yeah.
It's like, if you give out positivity, positive things will happen to you. And I'm like, don't know about that one. And then you've got exercise, reading, scribing. Scribing, yeah. Basically just a posh word for writing.
Scribble.
Yeah, just doing a journal every morning.
But no, mate, it's, you know, it seems to be, it's not a fad. People are doing this as a job and it's working out.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Like, even like with the thing that I do, like there's girls that are going to like Dubai like 3 times a year, or
Jeez.
like they get back from one holiday, the next day they're on another holiday, like Audis, Mercedes.
It's a different avenue, and I feel like it's a good thing because not everyone's cut out for the 9 to 5. Like, I haven't had a 9 to 5.
I saw a meme this morning actually, and it was how come there's people that are just living on their phones and they are able to have all these fancy lives, and then there's me going to work in an office 9 till 5 and I can't even afford a pot noodle.
It's because you haven't tried it.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think it's just being open-minded. So
we were talking just before we started. I'm thinking about doing something just kind of on the side as a kind of a bit of a trial as well. And like, I'm not going to sink a load of money into it that I haven't got, obviously.
And then end up bankrupt.
Just to try and get certain kind of clothing lines that you can't really get in the UK that have got like a bit of a cult status, to just bring them over here and try and sell them. And I feel like a lot of people, not a huge majority, but a lot of people are trying to get, you know, not a side business, but something to continue their kind of revenue stream.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just because...
But if you think about it, you know, like the In The Style, that clothing, that started online.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's like multi-millionaire now.
Yeah, I'll be like choosy and what like I'm trying to get in. I have to be, obviously, because it's my own money.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just feel like there's so
many more options out there now.
There are now, yeah. But I feel like we're at that turning point. Like, people used to do it, obviously. People have been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, like market sellers.
Yeah,
they
it's not...
used to get clothes brought in.
It's not a new thing to have a different approach to work. It's just, I feel like with social media, and we talked a little bit about social media in the first podcast, not in a great light, if I'm honest.
No,
so I was thinking maybe I'll come in with a bit of positive, because it wouldn't be possible on this scale. I mean, it would be possible without it, but not on this scale without majority of it's on Facebook.
Yeah. You don't get around by like word of mouth anymore. It's about people like sharing or likes and stuff like that.
I think it is a little bit of word of mouth, because I saw a stat that's in the early part of any kind of venture, because I was looking into it about podcasts, obviously. Word of mouth is over 60% of your interactions.
But I think that's more done through social media now.
True.
So like someone sharing the link and things like that.
It's still word of mouth, but it is online word of mouth. But yeah, I just feel like this generation, probably over the last 2 to 3 years, you've seen these things pop up. I see it quite a lot on Instagram, but Facebook majority, where you can just tell that someone's got a bit of a niche, whether that's, like you said, like luxury products, or maybe even like electronics, and other items that are just, they're just selling them off on a bit, and they're making about 30, between 50-60% on it, and you're just like,
it's like people that buy like cheap trainers online and then they like customize them.
Love it.
Yeah,
I've been watching. I can't remember their channel, but it's about one of the first kind of people to do it online. It was they're like a family, and they have a store now where they go to conventions and stuff, and they try and get their best deals, and then they bring it to the store.
Oh, okay.
And they sell it in the store.
I like that.
I've been watching their chat. They have a series, I think, on Facebook.
Oh,
I've been watching that, and it's so good. Like it's on the level of like porn stars on TV, where people come and not that. Don't give me that look with a W.
Wait, no, I get it.
Porn with a W. You not seen that show?
No, I didn't.
Where people bring their crap.
Where is this podcast going?
No. I wouldn't say it's PG, but it's definitely TV 14. 12A or something, but so it's definitely on the level of that kind of TV show where after 5-10 minutes there's like a bit of drama, and you're just like, but it's trainers. I'm not saying I'm not hooked. I'm just saying that I don't know why. But yeah, so they're just I didn't think about it until maybe very recently. Obviously, I knew of its existence, but then I didn't think of it until recently. I was just like, it is a huge market, especially trainers. This is the kind of difference.
I think, especially with something like trainers or clothes, because people
love it.
And our generation, we care about what we look like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, we are very vain. So that sort of thing where it's like different clothes are not everyone's wearing, and different types of shoes. I think that's where it really does well. Yeah. And, it's just evidence that,
these people started off just buying a few pairs of trainers and making 20%. And then now they have a Facebook show that they get paid to do and a store, and like, thousands of pounds. I think it's in Brooklyn as well. It's set. So I watched one episode where they go to a convention in LA. And it's all a bit dramatic, because obviously you got like, they're like family. Is it like really staged? They're like, it's man. They're like family, and then there's like one of them's a bit dim, so he like ends up paying over the odds for like really really stupid trainers. That would be me. And here's the thing: this is the first episode I watched that I'm describing, and I'm literally screaming at the screen, just like, you fucking idiot. Just like, why would you pay that much for these trainers? Like, I'm not like up to speed on like what's the best, but I'm just like, they're just ridiculous price for what they are. I'm like that sort of person. Someone would be like, £150 for this pebble. I'd be like, yeah, cool. They're just like, so you're telling me it cures the common cold? Like, I'll take it. I'll take 3. That is me. I'm just so gullible. Yeah, but it's it's such a thing to think about, that a lot of people are taking a bit of side action. I think it's crazy. Yeah, like, it is just the way that I think social media has taken over that. Like, it's become its own like institution. It's like, like, usually it's like you go to work, you live that life, you save up for a certain amount, but then you've got these people that are buying houses just from selling these things on social media. That's true. And they haven't got any like previous experience. No. It's just all self-taught. Yeah. Or, kind of reading up on what people have done previous, and then just kind of emulating that to a point. And just altering it to see what works for you. Yeah. Do you think it's because we don't want to work 9 to 5? Yeah. Or is it because we need more money? I think it's both. I think, maybe a little bit. I think at first I thought it's just because we're not really a generation that wants to be stuck inside an office at all times. No. Yeah.
Like, we want to still be able to, like, go down the pub.
We still want
on
to
a
be able
Tuesday
to do,
afternoon,
you know,
like-
class outside.
That
You know
is
what I mean?
literally
I
it.
feel like we're the class outside generation. You know, where we get really excited about
Like, it's a sunny day, you're like, Miss, can
having
we,
a
can we have our
class in
lesson
the
outside
grass.
today?
Yeah. I feel like we just never grew out of that.
No. But I think that's good. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
It's different. And I'd love to see what's going to happen, like, with future generations.
Yeah.
Work probably just won't be a thing anymore.
I feel there'll be a lot of more work from home. And as someone who has worked from home before, the self-motivation part, you either
have it or you don't.
yeah. And at first I did.
And then you get
I
really
didn't.
bored of it and you're like, oh, I can do that in an hour.
It's not that I wasn't willing to work, because I actually loved the work
Yeah.
that I was doing at home. It was just the freedom might have been too much.
Yeah.
It might have just been a little bit too much.
That's
for me.
what I find.
I need just a little bit of a box,
Or a structure.
a little bit of a structure, I think. And but I have like huge respect for people who can just smash out like 10-hour days. I mean, I did long hours, but it didn't feel like it.
I find a lot of it, like, I do my, like, work, for instance, like, during the night.
Oh yeah, yeah, but
I'll be doing, like, a lot of stuff at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning.
oh god, yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, waking up later. This is just my experience. I know you said you wake up early, but for me, it was just I woke up at 10.
Yeah.
And then
That's half your morning already gone, like.
Sometimes, you know, I would have, so my parents would just say, you know, you want to get up early, you want to have normal time lunch. And I was just like, my brain isn't quite wired like that. And it's just, it's only because I enjoy being up later, hence why I'm able to work later.
I think that goes back to pub work as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because, like, when you work in a pub, you're not getting home till, like, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Sometimes.
Then you're getting up at, like, 11.
Sometimes. Sometimes later. Sorry.
Sometimes I'd start, like, at
God.
3 and I'd get up at, like, 2.
2:30. I can scrape this. Never late. But yeah, it's not like that. And I feel like because there's a lot more options, you know, people who are the same have the option to just do their own thing. I feel, it's a lot of productivity can be done at home, even in these office jobs, I feel now.
I think if you've got the right mindset to be able to do it at home, then yeah.
Then take that option.
I think what also a big thing is, I think people in our generation, we don't like being told what to do.
Oh God.
Because I'm the same.
Yeah, it's a little bit true.
And, like, when I think that's why a lot of people are choosing this, and they're their own boss. They can take holiday days whenever they want.
Yeah.
They can get up at 10 and think, do you know what? I'm not going to do any work today. Because it's their choice.
10, and then just like the day's gone.
Might as well just watch Netflix all day.
Oh God.
Order a Deliveroo.
That's always the option. I saw a meme where it's just like Netflix is not the same when you're just watching it without pressure. You know, like I should be working or I should be studying. Netflix is not the same.
Just one more episode.
Without pressure. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm thinking conspiracy theories.
So we all love a conspiracy theory.
I'm obsessed.
We are, well, we're both obsessed. I feel like there was a bit of an explosion with conspiracy theories when YouTube really took off.
Yeah.
Because this is just me, might not be everyone, but when I was at school, free time in the LRC, it would just be YouTube. All I'd be trying to do is find, you know, copies of Family Guy that have got past YouTube copyright.
Yeah.
Or conspiracy theories about
Yeah.
9/11.
Yeah.
So it was just, you know, I think a lot of it was kind of, YouTube wasn't built on conspiracy theories, but I feel like it's a building block of the platform.
YouTubers have built that, like, especially people like Shane Dawson. He is really well known for his conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So recently, that's where it all starts.
They're great, but I will say this: they're too long. They're far too long.
I don't know. And when you get about like 3 hours deep, you start questioning like
God.
everything in life. It gets a little bit scary.
So recently, literally, I feel like in the last couple of days, it's been said that a lot of the flat Earth and a lot of other wilder conspiracy theories, like that are, you know, either borderline kind of fascist or racist, have been taken off YouTube.
Really?
Or at least taken out of any algorithm for recommendations.
Oh, okay.
Which is good, because a lot of the conspiracy theories like that, not unnecessary.
And you watch them, you're like, this is a bit ridiculous now.
This is dark. But, you know, ones that are just that, conspiracy theories, they're not racist, they're not like ignorant, they're not... No. They're fine. Like, I quite enjoy watching them. Yeah, exactly. But a lot of the more ridiculous and
it's like the flat Earth one. Like, that's a big one. A lot of people.
Oh, I love watching the flat Earth ones.
Have you watched the flat Earth documentary by Logan Paul?
No. I saw the trailer.
It's not even like he's not even a flat earther. He just takes the myth out of them the whole time.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Doesn't he fall in love with a flat earther?
No, it's all a lie. She's an actress.
Oh, okay.
Casey Boone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's an actress. But he basically...
because he's got a girlfriend, hasn't he? Or is that J. Paul?
No, neither of them have got a girlfriend. Don't upset me like that.
Wasn't Logan Paul dating that... Chloe something?
Chloe Bennett.
That's it?
Yeah, Marvel.
Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
lady.
No, they broke up like last October. I'm a bit obsessed with them, so Clearly. I know everything.
But yeah, so this Flat Earth documentary that he did, so it was just all taking the piss.
Yeah, so like they built it up loads.
Of course,
so
I saw the trailer. It was like,
and they were like on his podcast. They were always saying like, "The guess is the Earth round or flat?" Like, and I genuinely thought he had become a flat earther.
No, man.
But no, and it was just a whole piss take. They like went to the Flat Earth convention.
Yeah.
And all this sort, and they kind of just like blew it out of the water.
Well, in the documentary that they have on Netflix about Flat Earth, they actually proved that the Earth had a curve. So, so
why would they put that in the documentary?
But here's the thing. It's so good poetic justice to have a conspiracy theory that is so ridiculous be proven by those who believe the ridiculous conspiracy theory.
That they're actually wrong.
And it's just like, oh man, that's just like, just next level fun. It's just like, smiles ear to ear when it happens, and they're just, devastated. And obviously they denounce it as like,
science.
Not true. No, they just deny that it's actually all like real still. Like there's still, obviously you'll still go to these conventions, and if you show them this evidence, they'll be like, yeah, but who produced that?
Yeah, like, to
like
be
who
fair,
made that though?
Some of the things
and
they
it's like,
say,
well, these people are flat earthers. Like they're like huge flat earthers.
I can see how people get sucked into believing it though.
I mean, you can get sucked into believing anything.
Yeah, like there was this one conspiracy theory that I watched, and it was about this girl that had been killed she was found dead in a freezer of a hotel.
Yeah. Ooh, grim.
Yeah. But the way when you hear the story, it's like there's video footage of her going towards the kitchen, and it really looks like someone's calling her.
Oh.
So like she looks like she's following someone's voice. And basically you see like this janitor wheeling something in that direction later that night, and it looks like a body in a black bag, and there was evidence on like the pictures of the crime scene, there was evidence of like black bag in that picture, and her family were never allowed to like see her body and things like that. And the conspiracy theory basically is that her organs had been harvested.
By whom? Oh, we don't know.
We don't know.
Even the conspiracy theory
but
doesn't
apparently,
say.
It's happened quite a lot in that area of like people just randomly being found dead with no explanation, and then like the family is not allowed to like view the body and things like that. Like everything gets covered up a little bit.
Oh damn!
That one really freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like when you watch the video and it looks like she's being called into a room.
Yeah.
It really it's quite spooky.
Or, yeah, I love a spooky conspiracy theory. So,
yeah.
Where it's you know, like you'll see the tapes, and they're always like VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Because it's not a good conspiracy theory if it's 1080p full
Yeah.
HD. You know, it's got to be fuzzy, grainy VHS footage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not invested.
I'm like,
I'm
that,
just
that
like,
doesn't exist.
you know, there's far too much detail.
I can tell CGI from a mile off.
I know too much already. But yeah, I love a spooky one. Like, obviously you got like UFOs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think like the oldest conspiracy theory is like aliens and like what Area 51
Aliens, yeah.
and
Like, you know, the rabbit hole is infinitely deep with aliens. But here's the one that gets me, which is not deep and it's just ridiculous, and I'm just like, I'm out. Is the Shane Dawson Chuck E. Cheese one?
No. Did you not watch the video?
I was
they
just
are
like,
not the same pizza.
they are, man. They just
How
are
do
the
you
same
have
pizza.
slices of pizza that are in a pizza is like, no matter how you cut it, all the sides will be at the same height. Do you know what I mean? It will be round.
They have to get so many pizzas in like a few ovens that they just manipulate the shapes. I'm
so
not
what,
saying.
it looks like a completely different pizza, and the pepperoni's not even. You got half a pepperoni on one slice, and then no pepperoni on the other slice. Where's the pepperoni gone?
It's just odd cuts of meat.
No. I fully believe the conspiracy theory about Chuck E. Cheese.
No,
Yeah.
those ones are ridiculous.
Like, you never went to Pizza Hut when they had like the all-you-can-eat buffet, and it looked like the pizza slices had come from different pizzas.
That's because they had come from different pizzas. Because that's a buffet. Like,
No, but when they put the whole pizza down, it looked like a whole pizza.
oh
These
No,
don't
I
look
never
like a
know.
whole pizza.
yeah, no, I'm not invested. That's just like ridiculousness.
To be fair, his latest conspiracy theories videos I wasn't majorly keen on.
What are they?
It's the one with the Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah.
and he had like something about the California fires,
Oh, okay.
and he was basically saying like it was the government start it every year.
No,
In order.
they don't. man.
And I was like, okay, that's a bit far-fetched.
They
I don't
don't.
think they actually...
There's so many celebrity houses that got burnt
yeah,
down
like
as
Kim
well.
Kardashian's house nearly got burnt down. I was like, I don't think that would happen.
And they're too close to the Illuminati that is Beyonce
Yeah.
and Jay-Z. So
They
you
wouldn't
ain't
let
burning
that
down their
happen.
house. They'll come for you.
Because that's another big one, the Illuminati.
I don't believe that.
I don't
That's
believe
ridiculous. Beyonce as well. Like, come on. Like, I know she's
Yeah.
like one of the biggest celebrities in the world,
But
but
she's all like vegan and shit.
what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, but like, wouldn't she be like promote meat and all that lot?
Yeah, probably.
'Cause, like,
If
a
you're
lot of-
Illuminati, you have to sell bacon.
Yeah, basically.
So-
Because there's another conspiracy theory that's why they try and get you to eat as much meat as possible, because they drug it to
Oh,
make
okay.
you more susceptible to what
Well,
they want to tell you.
I'm full of them dopamines or whatever.
So-
So, unfortunately, I'm well on board.
I
We
think
should be talking about this.
They
shouldn't we?
just get a bit far-fetched.
They do, yeah.
Like, I get about half an hour in and I'm like, what the hell?
Half an hour, and that's not even
This guy
that
was
long.
clearly on LSD when he did this one.
Yeah. 9/11 inside job.
Oh,
This one is the one that is probably the most divisive, even more so than aliens. I feel.
I don't know if it was an inside job. I think maybe the way the buildings fell, that was not from an aeroplane. I do agree with that.
Especially, was it Tower 5, which
'Cause
is
I
like
watched-
nowhere, which is
When I
next
was
to
little,
it.
I used to watch a lot of like demolition programs with my granddad.
Random,
so like,
but yeah.
I know how a building falls
Go
when it's
on.
been blown up.
Yeah, yeah.
And because it fell straight, that indicates there's been bombs put inside.
Mm.
My theory is maybe the flying into the plane was like a decoy for them to blow up the towers from the inside.
Got to have impeccable timing though.
Yeah, but if they knew that if they already had like the switches and everything, and
Mm.
they did it to cause like a lot of people to go to that area and watch it happen and then blow it up.
Okay. Yeah, it's the one that gets me is that the tower 5 went down, and they're like, oh, structural damage to the building. You know, the little one. It's basically like a rectangle box.
Yeah.
It's that one that gets me.
None of it quite makes sense to me.
I'm like, okay, they just lied about how much heat it could take to melt the steel beams. Like, they lied.
But then these buildings are so like, they're made to withstand so much. That's what just doesn't make sense.
But the majority of the tests, well, I say majority, some of the tests would just be
like wind.
There would just be you obviously can't actually do those kind of experiments for safety because you can't just build 2 huge buildings and say, oh, we're going to test to see if they get knocked down by 2 planes. It's all calculations, theory. Well, no, more calculations than theory, but calculations and testing the materials. So I feel like someone back in the 70s when it was being built, the Twin Towers, just lied. Took a brown paper bag of a load of money and said, signed off on the fact that certain aspects, not everything, a lot of it is going to be 100% true that they tested things rigorously, but I feel like if you're saying, okay, we need to get this project done, these towers cost like millions upon millions of dollars.
These sort of things have happened before,
and it's just like, okay, it's not out of the realms of possibility that someone was like, this structure will not withstand what you're saying, and then they've gone, well, here's some money, just say that it does. Because it's not likely to ever happen.
But then also, if you look at like where the Pentagon got hit with the plane, that doesn't make any sense. It
got hit with a plane? There's like a tiny hole in comparison, and it didn't touch the lawn as well, so it'd have to have perfectly gone into that building. Like smooth as butter.
Across the lawn.
Smooth as silk, that landing.
I think a lot of it just doesn't make any sense, but I don't think we're ever going to get any answers.
The security footage for the Pentagon is the thing that gets me, because I rarely see it anymore, but I remember vividly so the Pentagon is like on the left of the camera, and then there's just like an explosion. I know it's like not good footage because it's 2001.
Yeah.
But I'm still a little bit like, okay, why are we not looking at more footage? It's the Pentagon.
It's the Pentagon. Wouldn't it have like cameras everywhere?
Wouldn't it have more than one showing? And it just happened to be where the camera was, the one camera that they got.
That's what I think people think it was like an
inside job.
Yeah.
A few things just don't add up.
No, a lot of things don't add up with 9/11.
Again, very divisive. I'd say more so than aliens. Do aliens exist? I don't think that aliens have visited. I feel like these...
There's got to be something out there.
Things like flying saucers. It's recently come out that a lot of those are just Russian...
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Russian spacecraft fucking with the US.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Like, there's been... I've looked at... Because I looked at...
Or it's like obviously the North Koreans being like, let's fuck with them for a little bit.
I've gone down the rabbit hole of UFOs many times. And, credible book writers with sources say that it's ones that are in the US anyway, are the majority of them are spacecraft they were testing.
Yeah.
Spacecraft they were testing to fuck with Russia. Mm-hmm. And spacecraft from Russia fucking with the US. It's literally...
It makes more sense than aliens.
It 100% does. So if you think about it this way, the one thing that the Soviets could come up with that would cause some kind of mass hysteria in the US is like if they were being invaded.
Have you seen War of the Worlds?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like... So their thing was to get a ship, just like a plane, which was attached to, which had a, flying saucer attached to it, and literally just drop it. That's why they glide. They don't really like fly, is because they just glide across the air, and obviously they're just going to crash somewhere.
Probably
And they
in
just
the
let
sea.
it go. Yeah, they just let it go over these places that are, you know, it's normally like California and like, you know, the South. They're just shooting it off and then just flying away. You know, I say flying away.
I think if there was aliens, surely we would know about it by now.
Yeah, we would.
But I think we can't be the only beings in the
Yeah.
universe. That's just a bit far-fetched.
Yeah, I said this to a friend of mine that I feel like aliens may or may not have already been. You just don't know, because obviously we have stuff to record history now, but we didn't, you know, like even a couple of 100 years ago.
No, yeah.
Yeah, obviously they could write about it, but more so if it was like maybe like 2 or 3, 4,000 years ago, you wouldn't have known.
No.
And I feel like, so humans can only see a certain spectrum of light. So that's why you need like infrared, things like that. Maybe aliens exist on a plane like that. Like
Maybe.
that's a thing I kind of think about.
Why
It's
have we
like,
never been back to the moon?
oh God, because it's expensive and like really, really not worth it. Because you can just
It's just a rock.
you
in
say
the
yeah,
sky.
literally like you don't want to mine it or anything. So you know it's got we can go up with autonomous robots and just if we want any. No, I'm not like it's not like pop into the shop. Like I'm not saying that they
True.
just pop to the corner shop and get some moon rocks, but like they could if they really wanted to. But I feel like they brought enough.
I don't know. A lot of people think that's a conspiracy theory.
Oh God, that's another can of worms, isn't it? It's just
Because how was the flag flying?
the moon landings. It's probably
Unless
the
there was a
most
lot of
famous
starch
one, isn't it?
used on the flag.
There was what?
A lot of starch used on the flag, so it like stayed.
Oh, okay. Starch.
I don't,
It was ironed well.
yeah. His mum just ironed it really well that day.
So yeah, here's the thing. I think we did go to the moon.
The thing is, we can do all this amazing stuff, but we don't really travel the universe.
I think getting to the next planet is still going to be ferociously hard. It's getting to Mars. And I read recently that there's enough...
Is the Mars rover still there? Yeah, because they're not going to bring it back.
There was one that powered down that's been there for ages.
Okay.
The one that was like, it's getting real dark.
Could you imagine
they
if
sent
there
a
is
message
actually
back.
like beings on that planet and they're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, they're just hiding very well. Hide and seek champions. There's like hide and seek creatures on Mars.
Maybe they're invisible.
Oh yeah, that'll be the worst.
Or they might live underground because it's so hot.
Yeah, so I read something recently that said that there's enough ice underneath the surface of Mars. If it was to melt, that there would be 1.5 meters of water covering the whole planet.
Really?
So it would just be all water. That's if it melted. Like, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but yeah,
I don't know.
Waterworld, just a fuck off Aqua splash.
No, that place was dangerous.
Oh, that was dangerous, wasn't it?
You'd be lucky if you didn't break an arm.
Oh, it's that bowl. You know that green bowl?
Yeah.
How did we get from conspiracies to this? But yeah, Aqua Splash. It was that green bowl where you go round a bit and you're just like bumping your neck on the rivets. You're just like...
No wonder it got shut down.
I got shut down. It was great.
That was like childhood though.
Veruca hell though. Like,
Yeah.
Just, get flip-flops. That's the only advice I would have given someone. Given to past me. Take flip-flops.
Just take flip-flops with you.
Flip-flops. And
it's always like,
a
don't-
neck brace.
Yeah. Take out insurance before
Yeah.
you go.
So I don't really do segments. I mean, I've only done 2 podcasts, so I can't really talk. But I thought of an idea that I was doing with a friend of mine where you just are badly describing films that you've seen and see if the other person can guess.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah. So, per the example of what we did before, so I'm gonna describe the film.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen it or not,
Right.
but we have already talked about the film. I don't try not to give too much away on the first go.
Okay. Go.
Okay. No, actually, I'm just going to completely choose something new, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. So, right, where do I start? I should have done a lot more research.
At the beginning.
So...
You're a major film buff. Just pick a film. Anything.
No, I have picked the film. It's just the
Okay.
right words. The right words are not coming.
This is where it gets tough.
Yeah, sweet. So a really, really tall, tanned gay guy comes to town, and a load of men with big abs try and stop him with their swords.
With their swords? Really tall, tanned gay guy. Is it a comedy?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not. So I told you that a really tall, tanned gay guy comes to town and tries to take... Actually, I left this bit out. That he tries to take people's land. And then a load of men with big abs have to stop him.
Is it Avengers?
No.
Oh.
Who's the man? Who's the guy? Who's the really
Thanos?
Oh, okay. It's not touched upon in Infinity War or Endgame.
Do I get multiple choice?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
Because I haven't thought of that yet.
Oh, for God's sake.
So your choices are Pirates of the Caribbean. Ooh. I'm just going to go with the first one. Pirates of the Caribbean 1. Is it The Martian?
No,
or is it 300?
300. You need to plan this more because you're literally is it The Martian? I'm like, no.
Yeah. But yes, it is 300.
Okay, I've never seen it.
You've not seen 300?
No.
Oh my God. So yeah, the real plot is obviously...
I'm going to watch it now because I want to see this really tan, tall gay guy.
He's like 7 foot, something. It's
Does it
weird.
have Channing Tatum in it?
Not that I know.
Oh.
It's got so it's Jared Butler, Michael Fassbender before he was famous,
Okay.
and Lena Headey, who plays Cersei from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
So it's about the 300 Spartans.
Oh,
Well, it was more than that in reality, but it's the story of the 300 Spartans taking on the Persian army or the Persian Empire, who were trying to take over
Not really
Greece.
my thing.
I mean, it's got loads of fit dudes half naked, so I'm pretty sure it is your kind of thing.
Right, do the next one.
Okay, so second one is, again, these aren't supposed to make sense.
Okay.
After meeting up in a cafe with his friends, a man gets covered in ketchup after a big day out. He is worried that the ketchup may spoil his suit. This man and his lads group, one by one, come back from their big day out. One friend brings a guy from the outside of the group, and they end up getting ketchup on his ear. Is it Kill Bill? Is it Reservoir Dogs? Or is it... Oh, God, I forgot the last one.
Well, it's
The
definitely not that
Hangover.
one, then. Oh. Is it actually ketchup or are you talking about blood?
I'm supposed to describe it badly.
I don't know, it kind of sounds like something like The Hangover. But
Yeah? Have you seen any of those films?
I've seen all of them, but I can't remember them.
That's the most surprising bit of this.
What, The
That you've seen
Hangover?
all 3 of those?
Yeah.
Okay. No,
First
obviously
one's the only
Hangover.
good one.
Huh?
The first one's the only good one.
Okay.
I will say Hangover.
No, it's Reservoir Dogs.
I haven't seen that.
Have you not? I thought you said you'd
I'm
seen
like
all
the worst
3.
person to play this little segment with.
right, fair
I've
enough.
not seen anything. I'm gonna do one for you next. After.
Yeah, sweet. I look forward to that, actually. So yeah, that's probably badly worded. I've just scribbled these down.
Okay.
So the next one is Matt Damon gets lost in Germany after his mum gets bad news, and a group of guys on the sesh get to go after him. Is it The Martian? Is it Good Will Hunting? Or is it Saving Private Ryan?
Good Will Hunting.
No. No, it's not. Oh, it could have been The Martian because obviously a group of people have to go up and get him. But it's actually Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, no, you make it
Good Will
impossible
Hunting. Good Will Hunting is about a maths genius who is literally
that's the only one I
from
haven't
Boston.
seen. So I was like, maybe it's that one. Because I was like, it can't be Saving Private Ryan because
Why not?
he doesn't go on the sesh.
It's like I said, I describe it badly. I'm not trying to help you. Matt Damon gets lost in Germany.
I thought you were going to be like...
He's actually fighting in World War II. I mean, like I said, it's described badly, but also quite accurately.
Awfully.
It's in the title. Go on. I'm looking forward to what you've got for me, actually.
Okay, right. Let's think of a really good film. Does it have to be an adult film?
No. Literally, it could be any film. I don't care.
Okay, cool. Right. So... okay, right.
Here we go.
There's this boy that really wants to be liked.
Ooh.
Okay? And he tries everything he can to get noticed, but he just gets ignored, but he ends up saving the day.
Ooh.
Your options are...
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
It's just completely
Oh my god.
It's like I've never watched a film in my life.
Oh my god.
Okay, so your options are Spider-Man. You've also got The Lion King.
Ooh.
And you've also got The Jungle Book.
Ooh. I mean, I want to say one film because it was literally the first thing that came to your mind, and then literally we waited ages.
But is it a trick?
Oh god.
I watch a lot of kid films.
I want to say Lion King.
Is that your final answer?
No. No, go on. Yeah, but he saves the day. Yeah, go for it. I'll go for Lion King.
It's Spider-Man
Oh
Homecoming.
my god! For God's sake.
Basically the whole storyline.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That was actually a really good one.
I know, but I messed up because I couldn't think of them. I shouldn't have used Spider-Man as the first one.
Next time we'll come with lists and we'll come with scripts.
Next time we'll actually arrange the podcast.
Next time this segment will be silky smooth. 100%.
But I like it when it goes wrong.
It's always going to go wrong.
It's more realistic. Right, so is that it?
Oh, okay. Is that it? So I let you take over this bit, and you're just like, "Is that it?" Okay, fair enough.
That wasn't my outro. I was just gonna be like, so have we finished now?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah?
You're just like, can I?
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the best podcast ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You haven't done one. You haven't done one before. That's why.
Yeah, but it's higher up on my list.
Yeah.
It's on my bucket list of things to do.
What, be on a podcast?
Yeah.
Fair play.
And go to Mars. So I got one of the two.
Don't drown. They've built an Aqua splash. I didn't know if you heard.
I'll wear flip-flops.
Yes. Thank you very much for being my guest, Aisha.
You're very welcome.
It's been amazing.
Thank you for having me.
That's all right. And we'll have you next time.
Definitely.
We'll have you again. And thank you everyone for listening. This is Japanese Heatwave, episode 2. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and now YouTube by searching Japanese Heatwave.
Subscribe.
Ooh.
Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.